Alright, good morning guys and welcome back to the stream. We are now level 36 and I think we're going to try to hit 40 today. Just a quick rundown, let's go through the rules real quick and then I'll give you an idea of what I'm going to try to do today. Let's see, we're going to start with do not die. That's pretty obvious. No gear above white quality, no talents allowed, no primary professions, no potions, no flasks, no elixirs, no Hailstones unless you're a warlock. Your killing blows have to be about 75% more, whatever, not important, just don't cheat. Can't be in a party or group, cannot be in a raid or dungeon, or cannot do a raid or dungeon. Joining at a guild is okay. I'm not in one, just to kind of keep it more clear. No pet battles, can't level up through pet battles, can't boost your character. No food buffs, external buffs are allowed, aside from questing buffs, I believe, is where they fine-tune that somewhere else. No refer a friend or other XP boosting. All mounts, including heirlooms, water walking, and repair mounts, are allowed. So that answers the question we had last time, whether or not I should use the water walking. So I will go ahead and add that mount. There's Draenor specific and Legion specific rules, but we don't have to worry about those for a little while. So with that said and done and out of the way, let's go ahead and get back into what we're doing today. So as we're logging in, so and looking online yesterday, there's a gun called, I think it's BKP 42, where that's pretty much the highest level white vendored gun. I think they sell it in Booty Bay and two other places. I want to say the other places though were kind of near horde areas, so let's see. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to make our little journey to Booty Bay. Hopefully we don't regret that. I'm going to go ahead and sell some stuff here. So there's two quests I have. One's a little bit outside my level range, and the second one requires for me to get in some sort of avatar. The mobs over there have upwards near 4,000 health, the elite ones. And in general, I think your avatar quests, the ones where you jump into a mount or ride a person or whatever, a big machine, those have the highest likelihood of killing you instantly, because normally you're in one of those mounts. So alright, I'm going to fly to Stormwind, and I think we're going to run to Booty Bay. Those have the highest possibility of killing you, because usually you're in an avatar because you know, you're trying to kill elites, or you have to kill 150 mobs, so it wouldn't make sense for you not to be in some sort of a vehicle or whatnot, or you'd be doing the quest all day or dying all day. So with all that being said, I think I want to avoid that quest, just because if anything goes wrong, it's a very high likelihood that they'll kill you. So I saw a flight path over here. So I think what we need to do is fly to Darnassus. Lutheran village. Then we'll get on a boat and go to Stormwind. That might be the easiest. There's also a gun in Exodar. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and make our way to Booty Bay, and then we will get back into questing. Now, the next zone, I am level 36, going to be 37 soon. So I am just on the outside the upper limit of Desolate. So that's going to put me in Fairless, Duskwallow Marsh, and let's see what's on the other continent. That was the other continent. Let's try this one. Stranglethorn Vale. So there's two, right? There's your northern Stranglethorn and then your Cape of Stranglethorn, which isn't so bad. Yeah, I need to stay away from the arena. Alright, so once we're done in Stranglethorn, we can do a couple quests there. We're going to probably get a quest to go somewhere else, and I want to say that's just north of Red Ridge, I think. Nope, that would be a very bad move. Hinterlands. Oh, that's interesting. So no 35 to 40. Oh, there we go. Western Plaguelands. So what we could do would be go to Booty Bay, fly up to Ironforge, run through Arathi Highlands, and get into the Hinterlands. I'm kind of up for the Hinterlands over the other three zones, because the other two zones, so if we go back to Kalimdor, in Fairless, you have a horde camp right around here, or it may be, I don't know, it's near one of these two rivers, but either way, those guys have killed me many times before when I was just leveling normally, and I don't know why there's so many high level guards there or what the deal is, but you know, you can go way around it, but I've just been killed there so many times that I'm not gonna mess with that at all. Our other option was to go to Duskwallow Marsh, but our flight paths stop in Ashenvale and Fairless. So the only way to get to it would be to go through Fairless, which kind of defeats the point of not being in Fairless. So the only other option would be to make it through Northern Barrens, swim around, and get into, unless there's a boat going there that I'm not aware of, which there might be. There was a boat that went there from the wetlands before the Cataclysm, but as far as now, I don't know. So yeah, either way, I don't think I want to mess with that. We might come back. We might, because Silithus is pretty good questing. Same with Ngoro Crater and Tarnaris. But what may happen over here in the Eastern Kingdoms is, you know, if we're in Western Plaguelands, so we'll make our way to Hinlands, Western Plaguelands, and Eastern Plaguelands, which I'm getting probably way ahead of myself. I think the goal today is to get to 40. So if we can get to 40, I think we're doing pretty good. What is my play time? So I mean, it's taking us almost 13 hours of mostly, I'd say 90-95% playtime to get to almost 37. So I don't know if that's good or bad or whatever, but there is that. So I don't know. I feel alright with that. So yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll just go to, after we get the gun in Booty Bay. I know it's contested, so, but I should be alright. I don't think there's anything in Booty Bay that would flag me as long as I stay away from the arena. One thing you do have to be aware of is I have, for the sake of just goofing around. I think before, I want to say it was during Cataclysm. I don't know if it's changed, but if you jump in this hole or fall in this hole right here, it's an instant death. So we will try to avoid that. But I think this should be a fairly safe route. We'll just run it. Next up though is, if we're going to hit 40, we should be able to get one of the higher end mounts, faster mounts. And I think that's actually 40 gold? I might be wrong. I can't remember now. But yeah, so that being said, I want to go ahead and abandon all these quests, because that's not happening. I think we're done with Destus. So we'll run into Booty Bay, see what kind of quests they have to offer. Who knows, we might do some of those pirate quests down there. I think those are... they're kind of like a cave quest in the sense that you get on a boat and there's them all around every corner and every little crevice, but we'll see. We'll wait and see. So I think I needed to add a mount to my bar here. We wanted the Water Strider. That is a favorite. Actually, put the spider down there. Yeah, I was thinking about buying a 10 and 12 slot bags, but I think the gun itself is going to be around 2 to 3 gold, and then we might have, going to Ironforge might be good. I can put this stuff in my bank, so I don't have to worry about that. Oh, perfect timing. Hello, Celtic PvP? Oh, Celtic Pub, okay. Yeah, and looking at the rules, I don't know if you can buy stuff off the auction house with the gold you've made, or if that's like the same as, someone giving you gear. Because, I mean, you could still make that look fraudish, for lack of better terms. If you coordinate with someone and say, hey, sell this gun for a gold, and I'll go in the auction house and buy it. Yeah, technically you bought it, but I mean, if you're coercing the transaction, I think that's the same as gifting something, so maybe I'll stay away from the auction house. I don't think I remember seeing any rules with the auction house, to be honest. I should probably make a bank alt to sell or hold some of this stuff. I could just equip that though. Alright, so we can do first aid, but I think my linen cloth is pretty low, so it's not going to do me any good this time around, so not going to worry about that. You know what, I didn't normally I restart my computer just on the off chance that I restarted before I start the Ironman challenge, just on the off chance that any updates or any floating bugs or whatever kind of get reset. That way there's a less likelihood that the game will crash, but I didn't do it this time, so I've only had it crash once, and that was when I was in Dark Shore, I think. So kind of been happy with that. Alright, so we're gonna stop by the bank and drop off some of these items here. Nice transmog. So if I remember, I'll check the price for level 40 writing, but I want to say it's 40 gold. Alright, so let's see. We can. It costs 10 silver. Put a slot there. That's a gold. So no, we'll just put these here for now and keep my gold. That food's not going to help me, so let's go ahead and grab some food here. This does not give any buffs, so $20 of that. Let's sell that. Put this over here. And we're on our way. Man, I'm already touching my eye. I don't know if I'm not blinking or what, but I never have this issue except when I'm streaming. Let's see, 45, no. Yep, 45 gold. Alright, that's our goal. 45 gold by 40. That is not what I had in mind. So it looks like we're going to have to run through. So we'll go to the logging camp. We're going to have to run further than I thought. For some reason I was thinking we'd land in Stranglethorn, but we're going to have to run through Darkshire? Is that the zone? Duskwood. It's the little town's Darkshire, I think. Yep. So that's fine. We'll go through and we'll grab some flight paths. Kind of map out what's happening in the meantime. There's nothing horde related in Duskwood, so we can rest easy with that. Stranglethorn Vale. There's a horde camp here. Pretty sure this is just Alliance. And then this is Alliance. As long as we stay on the path, we're fine. Then I think the arena's, where's the arena? Is it in, okay, yeah, it's in the Cape. So the arena's probably right around here. So we'll avoid that and just head on down. So the downside to this, if you're an RPer or kind of get caught up in the lore is the BKB 42 gun is a gun. So it looks kind of odd on a night elf, but I think 90% of the people don't really care. And I am in that 90%. I think for the Ironman challenge, it's function over anything. You know what? We can probably just go south. I don't know why I'm following the road here. So Duskwood is, what level is Duskwood? 20-25. So there's really no point in trying to brush by a rare or anything. See what he has to offer. That's a no, and that doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, oddly enough, I thought I was going to be consistently strapped for bag space, but with having a vendorable mount, that helps a lot. Not having professions, I think also kind of helps. You're not storing every other little item you see, such as food, and I am saving my cloth just because I think we can do first aid. Go ahead and grab this flight path. If you're semi-new to the game, the green exclamation points are your notifications that you don't have that flight path. So if you do see that, try to grab those, because those make your life easier in the future. You know, now that I think about it, I have the BOA flight path thing, but again, that's something else I don't know if you can or cannot use, so not using that. Excuse me 1 minute, my cell phone is across the room. Okay, back in business. Now, it would be neat if they made the effects of night and day just a little bit more dramatic, so that you know, when you are somewhere like this, it's just so much more pronounced, and the variation of zone to zone is just that much more, especially when you add the complexity of night and day. But I think where that would reach difficulties and complications is not everyone's colors are set the same, as well as resolution and just general TV settings. So I think what may be a very nice experience for some would be a terrible experience for others. So I don't know how they would kind of offset that. But I don't know, it just seems like if you have the little lights and you know, it just makes the environment that much more engaging. Especially if you're, say you're questing far away from the road and you can see the road, you know, you kind of have a, I don't know, just kind of pulls you in just a little bit more, I guess. So we'll grab this flight path here, and I think we have another 3, including Booty Bay. The more I'm thinking about it, I think I was kind of debating whether or not to take some quests from Booty Bay. Maybe some of the more simpler ones that would be quick and easy. And I don't know if I want to engage with the pirates and some of the easier stuff, but I might just go straight to Hinterlands. That way we can level up faster. So I think, I'm trying to look now, that's the troll base. I don't think you can see the horde base from here, but we're gonna keep it that way. I know there's a quest series that sends you off to a small, actually a rather large troll camp, and we will not be doing that. The respawns and the mobs there just a little overwhelming, I guess. We should be coming up, yeah, on our flight path here pretty soon. So this is the hole I was talking about earlier. If you fall in there, yeah, oh, that's nice. Okay, if you fall in there, that's game over. Which is an important statement here in a second. Grab this, and this is where that statement comes into play, because you have to run along a little ridge up here. I guess there's a capability of getting back up. Alright, so that's 30. Alright, so what we want to do is kind of keep an eye out for the arena. Not want to get near that. Get caught up in a group text here. level are these guys? 31? Alright, so we should be alright. And let's see. I will be contributing to the group text. So 1 second. Alrighty, and I think the fight path is not there, so let's keep going. Or it might have been there. No, it's not. Okay. So we'll work our way back there and grab that fight path. If for no other reason but to have it. So yeah, I think this BKB gun that we're working our way to is pretty much, unless we find get lucky and find a gray gun, it's going to be what gets us to 60. I think at that point, when we're in the outroom, we can get a higher level gun. I think you can tame those. I can't remember what the benefit is. That they stun, maybe? I don't know. But considering I don't have a gorilla pet or a gorilla mount, that would I would just throw off my whole little entourage here. Alrighty, so Voodoo Bay. We need to find, we might see if we can find a gear vendor. If for no other reason than to give us a different aesthetic as we're riding around and shooting things. Let's see, Old Port Authority. So this is a pretty big little area. Let's see who's in here. Engineering supplies. He's got guns on the table, so that's a negative. Oh boy. So that's better than what I have, but not what I'm looking for. I have those. Alright, not interested in that. Oh, I didn't see this guy. Alright, so I feel like a gun, if there was a gun vendor, he should have been here. this is gonna be a long walk for nothing if I was reading pre-kata information. No. Other working supplies. Huh. I feel like there's a joke there. Nope. Plate and chain. Oh, we might get some gear. Blacksmith, armor, spear armor. Let's see what we got here. 32. That is what I'm wearing, so, okay. Well, where's it going? Maybe in my, maybe I should figure out where in Booty Bay. But I thought it would have been obvious, but... Okay, I think I was just there. So this guy's platform. Let's see, that is herbalism. What is that? Why is that red? What is that? Oh, okay, that's the Wind Rider. Alright. So let's see, let's jump down here. Maybe blade trade. There's another blade vendor, so maybe there's another ranged weapons vendor. I have a hard time believing it's going to be in the inn here, but been wrong before. Alright, we are 40 minutes in the stream. I'm looking for our gun the entire time. That's crazy. Alright, so in 1 second here, we're going to look up that gun. BKP 42 Warcraft. Let's see here. Caper string with thorn. Sweet Gary guns. It's humanoid. Oh crap. He's way down in the pirate area. Well shit. Well, that changes that. He's friendly. Alright, so if you're hated, it looks like you can still see him. He spawns in different places. You can kill him, but he does not drop any loot. Oh, well, goddamn. Are you serious? Well, goddamn. You have to be the have the blood cell admiral. Well, that sucks. Alright, so I guess we are getting the bow. Son of a bitch. So I do like that the speed's slower, so the hits it's probably going to hit a little bit harder. Well, boys. I've had this bow for a long time. I know there's a couple other places that sell it, but at this point I just kind of want to do the challenge and move on, because I've been doing this for 40 minutes now. So question is, I do not want to quest here. Let's go to Iron Forge, which is 5 paths over here. Oh dang, I was trying to do some preemptive research here and all that for nothing. So we'll close that, and we need to go up over here. Then we'll go to Iron Forge. Actually, we're gonna need to run out of Iron Forge, so I think Gold Valar? Yeah, whatever, let's do that. Alright, so while we're flying, I'm going to go AFK and respond to some of these texts, and I will see you guys here in a second. So I looked up the gun because evidently alright, welcome back again. So I looked up the gun just to see if make sure that didn't stop recording. No, it didn't. Just to see if there's another more easily accessible way to get to it. Turn off WoW head here so I don't get spammed with ads. Or another vendor, and it looks like Badlands has the possibility to have that gun, which is way outside my level range. So yeah, unless we get a gray drop, and this is it for us, we're going to take this bow that we have and that we ran to Booty Bay 4, and this could very possibly last us to level 60. So there you go. Now at this point, our goal is to get a little over 13 gold. That way we can get a faster mount as soon as we hit 40. So for whatever reason, I was thinking we could fly straight to the wetlands and then run up, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. So we're going to run through Dunmora, then through Loch Moden, then the wetlands. So that should be... It's going to be a lot of running in this episode. I don't know if we'll make it to 40 or not. But the point of this is to not die, so I think playing it safe rather than rushing is the best alternative, because I think rushing is what ultimately leads to people dying. We're at 100% durability, that's fine. Not going to worry about mastery, well, ever on this character. So, there's that. I would go down and get the flight bath, but kind of, who cares? At this point, I just kind of want to at least level once. I think the XP gains in Eastern Plaguelands and Western Plaguelands are going to be pretty good. Hinterlands, a little nervous about, because there's a couple caves and a couple of the whole troll kingdom can be a little rough. And I don't know if there's any rares in the hinterlands. Guess we'll find out. part of me thinks that, you know, if going back to the topic of flying, I think if the primary, I think, reason for different opinions regarding flying is the different priorities for various players. For example, you know, a lot of players, especially your level 37, especially your older players, meaning that the players that have been here maybe since the Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King, obviously vanilla. You know, if your attraction to the game is maybe immersion and you know, the quest lines, the storylines, the lore, I think more times than not, those types of players tend to kind of look at flying a little bit of apprehension. Not all, obviously, but some. And you know, I think that that's fine for the way Warcraft was in vanilla, where you know, you did certain tasks, and that task, whatever it was going to take you a long time. But as the games progress, you know, you have world quests, you have pet battle dailies, and none of them are very close to each other. I'll go ahead and grab this. And none of them are really that close to each other, so you know, the reward for having doing those activities and completing it is, you know, it's minimal at this point. You know, if you do LFR and you're geared up to an LFR standard or item level, most of the world quests don't benefit you unless you're short on resources or maybe gold. Likewise, pet battles, you know, that's a secondary part of the game. So let's see if he sells anything. No. So I guess my point is that players who prioritize immersion, I think, generally frown upon the flying. Maybe even those that PvP as well, because one thing I do not like about flying is that if you do the World Quest Murloc operation, you know, you'll have not 40, but 15, 3 to 4, 15 to 3 to 4 groups, 15 to 20 players flying around in the zone. And, you know, everybody's looking for the next Naga to pop up so that they can kill it. And if two different groups or two different players in different groups happen to try to kill it, then you might get some PvP, but otherwise the sky's full of people flying around trying to avoid killing each other. And while I understand the reasons behind it, you know, especially if you're leveling an ult and you know, you don't want to tank, you don't want to take your ult with 1.5 million health and fight against the tank bear with 9.7 million health. You know, that's understandable, but at the same time, it sets up a scenario where you have 20 people not engaging with the game and just flying around, which leads to people getting bored and increasing the likelihood that, you know, where they'll just sit there and fly and you know, maybe go grab dinner or something and or watch a show on Netflix while the group tries to form. So I think that that aspect of flying kind of hurts the game, but at the same time, when you have as much content as you do in the game, you know, at any given time you almost have 20 to 30 world quests up. There's no feasible way to be able to accomplish that alone in a timely manner without flying. And yeah, you can prioritize it, but still, that's just the world quest. You know, if you also enjoy the pet battles, you can't you would have to fly because you have so many pet battles throughout the old worlds and Azeroth, including Azeroth, Outland. Alright, so I'm kind of stuttering here because I'm keeping an eye out. I don't know if there's a horde patrol on this road, so I'm trying to talk and do that at the same time. Essentially accomplishing neither, but you know, going forward at like Argus, I think people would be able to forego flying if maybe everything was a little bit closer. And you know, in Legion, when you had the ability to call a bird to take you to a flight path every 5 minutes, that was really, really nice. I think I need to go west. I don't know, I might polish my opinion here later so I don't stutter my whole way through it, but all of that to say, if they have the intention of including flying into an expansion, maybe they should consider making the zones bigger. And they don't have to be as densely packed, but if you're... One of the things that make the game immersive is the fact that, you know, it takes me 5 minutes to, or, you know, like the case of us going to Booty Bay from, what was it, Fairless? You know, it took us 35 minutes. Yeah, that's inconvenient on a let's get this done kind of level, but if you're here for the immersion, you're here for I don't know, to kind of lose yourself in the game a little bit. If you can go from one end of the world to the other in 5 minutes or 10 minutes just by straight flying and not engaging with the environment, it does take you out of the game a little bit. You know, there's all I have to do is auto run in a certain direction and then tab out and look at Netflix or YouTube, and that's not engaging. Likewise, I guess there's something to be said with the flight paths. Maybe they could speed those up, because if there's anything that pulls me out of the game, it's when I fly from point A to point B. Alright, what's that? 35. So I can't engage with them. Huh. If I... Oh, that's sketchy. Is there a hole in the wall over here? I see like a footpath. I did not know those guys were there. I might be lucky and see a hole in the wall over here. Okay. Alright, we'll do that. Shit. That's crazy. Alright, so the hinterlands is over here. Alright, so we got like, what, 3 bars just by running around? Took us 45 minutes to do so, but we did it. Oh, it is this way. Okay. Yep, still same amount of gold as last time I checked. I don't know why I keep looking at it. We need to... We'll grab that flight path. Grab quest and we'll get right into it. Now, where is the horde camp? I know there's a horde camp on the coast. Obviously, I'm not worried too much about that one. I'm pretty sure there's another one here. So I need to keep an eye out for that. I think the flight path is up this road. Yep. Oddly enough, I haven't seen a quest pop up. Yeah, I guess that would be a quest, and maybe... Huh, okay. Use griffin chow to feed 7 trained razorback griffins. Let's see. Kill 8 mangy silvermanes. And I'm going to switch this around because that's actually distracting. And speak with Thunderfist to fly to Western Plaguelands. Alright, so we'll hold off flying to Western Plaguelands because I think that was a little above our pay grade. No, it's not. That's where we need to go. Well, shit. Alright, so we're not feeding anything. We are going to abandon that. Abandon that and get a free flight to Western Plaguelands. Nice. I think that's who I talked to, right? Yeah. Nice. I kind of want to start debating what my next class is going to be that I want to try to level, but I feel like any discussion about what I'm going to do next while my hunter's still in Azeroth is a little preemptive because, you know, honestly, if I die as a hunter, I'm going to try it again. I might try a gnome hunter this time, just for the hell of it, but I don't think I want to do a warlock next, just because I keep hearing how easy... Oh, there's stuff here. Okay, maybe not. Just because I keep hearing how easy that is. So, I might try maybe a plate class, paladin or warrior. Oh, I should set my hearthstone. Here? Where's the mailbox? It usually indicates where your ends. I'm gonna say this is not where I need to be. That one's boarded up. Nobody's in there. Alright. Well. Alright, boys, let's do this. Alright, we gotta slay stuff and kill other stuff. Then we need to kill stuff with a grenade. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Okay. So I think I want to head this way. That seems where the most overlapping seems to be. Let's see how. Alright, so that's not bad. That guy is moving too fast. I don't know what he's doing. Alright, so there's a lot of stuff over there. Why? Yeah, why is the question? I'm just gonna throw a grenade, and that's not quite what they had in mind, I don't think. So let's throw another grenade over there, and okay, so oh. And Scourgeborn, what's his name, destroyed. So where is that? Is he in the tower? Fucking hell. Alright, let's just... Alright, we are in the mess now. Yeah, awesome. Evading, full health, okay. How the hell am I supposed to get in there without getting absolutely wrecked? Scourgebone. Man, let's drop. Destroyed. How low were these guys? 35? Okay. Yeah, this would be a good time to request, I guess. Mirage the Summoner is bolstering the Scourge. Oh shit. Okay, let's go read this somewhere safe. Alright, we'll go inside this building. That seems safe. With no doors or walls. Mirage the Summoner is bolstering the Scourge defense with simple skeletons. An army of weaklings that will overwhelm you before it overpowers you. He has assembled enemy within towers. Skeletons. Passes me a grenade. Their function is simple. Throwing these grenades at own enemies. Will reduce them to splinters. Okay, so oh boy. So these guys are respawning really, really quick. That's more concerning than almost the mobs right there. So let's test this out. Alright, so let's see if we can put this on an action bar here. We need this item to be on number 5. So I don't know if you can just like consistently throw this thing. Alright, so you kind of can. We're just gonna kind of work our way in there. This is... Alright, so I'm gonna sit here and just throw these until my health goes up a little bit. Okay, that's done. Let's get that out. Jesus Christ, that was first quest to Western Plaguelands more nerve-wracking than all of 1 to 36. I left Deathless just to avoid a quest that would kill me. So now it's just a matter of killing things. But I want to stay away from that tower. Wow, holy crap. These things are hitting hard. Alright, so you just use this chain, so I shouldn't have to worry about being pulled in. So that's that, and we'll kill this last guy just to finish this off. Actually, put the cloth down here. Skullmancer kill, Dark Master, Grandling within, Anderl. And then Brute Strength, kill Rattlegore within Anderl. Is this within the dungeon? No, it's not. Like that, kill Araj the Summoner. You may use hand grenades to destroy the Berserkers. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright. So the respawn rate here is not in anyone's favor. So we're going to have to move a little bit faster than normal. And those guys hit for about 100. Got to keep Sam up as well. So let's do that. This is not ideal for a hunter, because you know any sort of disengaging is likely to put you in a pretty bad spot. Got Sam up. Take my heal again. Alrighty, so god damn, that thing's already respawned behind us. Wow. How much health does it have? 42. Alright, we're gonna send you in first, Sam. God damn. See that? That is absolutely going to make this impossible. So pretty much as soon as I kill this thing, we're going to send Sam in and fire away. So heal Sam up. I think I can use my grenades on this. I need to get closer. Alright. Silence her. Heal Sam up again. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So this is what I'm talking about. Alright, so we're going to Shadow Mode. Sam, you are on your own, bud. Wherever you're at. Alright, so we're going to res him. And, alright, so he's distracted. Or not. He's not distracted. Did she not die? She did. She just respawned so goddamn quick. Alright, so I'm gonna heal up. Probably should have eaten rather than do that, so Sam, sorry, but I'm gonna sacrifice you one more time. While I go loot this. Thank you. Take that. And I'm gonna let Sam take the heat. I don't know if that's feasible for someone who doesn't have a pet. Oh, shit. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is feign death and then rest Sam. Alright. So I think I'm not gonna mess with mobs that are engaged because it looks like they're just perpetually distracted. I do need to get inside this building. So I'm gonna go this way again since I'm more familiar with what spawns. The behemoth is not distracted, so we'll sneak over here. Everybody's kind of distracted, so there's a Rattlegore. So let's see, let's send, we'll put a heal on Sam, send him in, and then we'll unload. Another heal on Sam. And then get out of here because if it's like anything else, it's going to respawn in about 2 seconds. And let's sneak our way over here. Kind of watching the my mount tabs, just if they go dark, that means I've been pulled into combat and I'll just kill whatever's close to me. This guy's got 3,700, so I'm going to, I think I saw a clearing on the other side of the house, so I'm going to go over there and this is kind of nerve-wracking. So again, same plan. We're gonna, all of our cooldowns are up. This guy's got 3,700 health. Alright, heal Sam, send him in. Send in the Dire Beast. We're actually going to use okay, I silenced them. So that's done. Where'd Sam go? Where's my dumb cat? Okay. Alright. Again, I think I've said it for the past 4 or 5 episodes now. I don't think the skill set in doing this has as nearly as much to do as luck and luck with regards to how respawns pop up, how if you get disconnected during, like if I got disconnected during any of that, that would have been it. Or if the game crashes, you know, just things like that. Going by faction camps that have 110 level guard for no reason. Alright, so that's good experience though, goddamn. Report to, what's his name, in Western Plaguelands, so maybe, okay, we'll just run back that way. Oh, deep breath. Let's see. I wonder know. I think there's a quest that sends us back there. I feel like there's either a named mob or a rare spawn. I might have been able to fly over here. I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, I could have. Well, no, I couldn't have because I don't have a flight path. Alright. So that, maybe this is where the your Hearthstone's supposed to be. Yep. Alright. Obtain 9 brown feather quills. And obtain 5 sides of bear meat. Yep. So we gotta go back over there and kill some bears. And yeah, kill the wildlife pretty much. I think they're both in the area, so we'll just work away. Okay, so the feathers are on the ground. Ooh, nice. So I think I want to work my way back to that corner just to see if there's a rare spawn over there. I think at this point I'll just have most of the quest complete. Yeah, I just need one more feather. Nice. Boom. Level 38. We might make it to 40 today. That wasn't necessary. Alright, maybe not. Thought there might have been. Alright. Is there anything in the water? Alright. Turn these bad boys in, get some experience, and move on to the next. I guess I didn't loot these guys. So we'll keep the cloth, the bear flank. I guess if I wanted to have a character that cooked on the server, but I already have a server full on Khadgar and Alaria, so there's no really point in saving that. Plus I'm trying to get to 45 gold. Which I'm remembering now, when I said 13 back then, I was thinking it was 40 gold total. Let's see, what do we want? Oh, I don't have that as transmog? Miss, I take it. Enter whatever Uther's tomb and use his Qyune tribute before a statue. And then use the holy thurible? Is that how you say that? The holy thurible? On 12 withdrawn spirits. Okay. So that means we're going to clear up this side now. Oh, that figures. That would make him mad. I don't drop anything there? Huh, okay. Nice. So we need to head this direction anyway. Still haven't gotten used to wearing headphones for as long as I'm wearing them. Maybe I should make a an add-on to remind me to blink at the end of every quest at the very least. That would be 9. This one's 10. 11. And 12. I'm getting ahead of myself, but alright. Uther's blessing. Place the Qyune tribute. Oh, so that was probably why we were killing stuff, huh? Okay. Talk to you. Find weapons crate at the bottom of the crypt. Alrighty. Another fun moment of going inside a building. Yeah, hill sandwich. Oh, there's the bear. 1900. I'll be alright. Nice. And then obtain 4 time-worn breastplates and 4 rusted swords. So did these guys just spawn, or did I get zoned into a quest time? Alright, let's heal Sam up, because we're in a building, and so my debuff is down there. I might need to move those over here maybe, because it's not very easy to see. Those guys just tend to hit really hard. No. Crossbow for you. Alright, a flare. I guess I don't know when we'd use it. I'm gonna take this off. Go Sam again, and so we got the swords. That guy. Shit. Oh shit. So we'll sit here. If you do the Ironman challenge, you kind of put your character you register your character on the challenge website. It keeps track of every single thing so that it can be red flagged whenever you break the rules, which is all fine and well. However, it keeps track of things like if you ate any food, or if you popped a potion or whatnot. So it's a quick, easy way to kind of tell who's actually completed the challenge and who hasn't. So that being said, sometimes I'm a little reserved to actually use food, even though it doesn't provide a buff, just because I feel like there's a chance of maybe I'm just being paranoid. I feel like there might be a chance of something going wrong, but again, now that I'm saying it out loud, I feel like I might be going paranoid. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so I need to work my way back over there. So I think the temptation here is to mount up and just run, but I think that's probably the worst thing you can do, because going back to the conversation about luck versus skill, if you run through all these guys and say you have 4 or 5 on you, and then something minor dismounts you, it could, depending on what's following you, it doesn't really matter what your skill level is. If you have stuff hitting you for half your health within a fraction of a second, it doesn't matter how good you are. It might matter how quickly you can press the shadow mail button, though. Which I have to say, as far as key binding stuff, I started in vanilla as a terrible warrior with, that was I want to say DPS warrior. I don't remember which spec, maybe Fury with a shield and a dagger. So, you know, I was terrible pretty much on all fronts. And I don't think I really started key binding stuff, man, and maybe until Cataclysm, which is really bad. Bring the battery weapons. What's his name? So we gotta go. Oh, we gotta go all the way through that stuff. I wonder if we can talk to this guy and convince him to fly us over there. Alright, we're closing in on 39. We're getting there. I think this might be feasible after all. So, I think I want to say there's a rare spawn, a spider, that pops up over here, maybe? Might be mixing up my zones here. Just a quick observation. Alright, nope. So all we've done is pretty much put ourselves in the middle of bear country. Now, I know there's a horde zone on the entrance of Glades, and I feel like there's another one here, but I'm not really sure. Someone else is nearby though. So I guess that's where we'll go once we pick up this quest hub. So I think they're going to have us start going through the farms one by one. Sweet. Obtain 4 samples. A bunch of samples. 16 samples. Kill 20 plague wildlife with Sinkiki. By your side, you may kill hulking plague bears, disease wolves, venom mist lurkers, or plague lurkers. Return to menders if you lose Zinkiki. Alrighty. Yeah, man, come on. Let's see. Remove 6 bad corn. Yep, into a farm we go. And we'll go ahead and pick up this fight path. So, kind of gonna go against the cardinal rule and leave my character, but I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Just wanted to grab some caffeine real quick. Alright, now into, was it the farm we want to do first? No, let's go ahead and finish this quest up down here. We'll kill a bunch of stuff along the way. What is this guy doing? Alright, so I understand why you needed help now. So I'm going to put a warning sign to everyone. This is the guy that turns into a fish on land. Yeah, I need to watch Sam's health because that poison's gonna persist even though the mobs died. There is a rare spawn in the, I guess you'd call that a lake. That's not very well known. I can head out there and show off my water strider. I just don't remember what level it was. For some reason I'm thinking 43, but that doesn't make too much sense unless the dungeon over there. Alright, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. It should be fairly safe. I think it's the only thing in this lake that's alive, pretty much. It should be kind of scanning around here. I don't know why I'm chasing these rare mobs. It doesn't really give. It gives about half of the experience of a quest, but okay. All right, let's zoom in because this is. All right, so now usually it's a giant worm that spawns right here. So if that's the case. Let's get back to questing. We gotta get to 40 today. You'd think after that first kill this guy would turn into a fish now, but nope. It's probably how I would play my druid though, so I can't say too much. Alright, so it's looks like everything's kind of engaged, so we'll just see what's going on inside here. Thurman Grant, here are some battered weapons. Have fun. Oh, okay, of course. You want me to kill him. Brought you the weapons to watch me with, huh? Okay. Just kill him. That's pretty straightforward enough. So I'll probably not go in and have myself flanked. Try to take out a corner at a time here. On my main, I use my dire beast a lot more, but I feel like I'm always trying to saving for a reserve for to a certain extent, because if I get an oh shit moment, I want to be able to drop them. It's not really all that necessary when you're two-shotting most of everything, and stuff that you're not two-shotting, you know, has less than 30% health. Alright, so that's enough of that. Let's go turn this back in. Oh, I accepted it without knowing. Okay, Gory defeated. Oh, so I gotta talk to this bastard. I gotta get close, and then what? The guy's friendly. Why are we doing this? Gory wants to help out on the farm. If you really want to help out, you can help me and my friends with some combat practice. Oh shit. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to talk to him to engage him. Oh, he got me. It's like he's fighting a DK. Alright, so we didn't kill him. We just practicing. Got a shotgun. And that is that. What are we fighting? Alright. So that's enough of that. I need to go kill some more wildlife. Is it? If it's killing wildlife, no, we need venom stuff, so. I think I came in. How did I come in? Through this way, so I'll go around this way. Kill the lurkers. Aha. Nope, 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 nope. What the hell? Oh, rare. Nice. Lucky. I'll just slow him down. Go stand him up. Is this guy moonfiring himself? That's funny. Oh wow, he just about killed himself. That's funny. I wonder if I killed the rare any slower, if he would have just killed himself off. That's funny. Alright, I think this might be 39. Or not. We'll be close. I don't think we need to go over there. But we still need to kill stuff, because I think it's the only area that have spiders for the venom. Boom. No talents. Did you not give me? You did. So what do we need? Oh, wildlife. Do we need to go in here? I don't think so. We need to. We don't have to worry about him. Yeah, we do. I thought it said I had. Oh, samples. Okay. There we go. Alright, disease wolves. That's what we're missing. Alright, so there's, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm pretty sure there's a, like a very small horde camp somewhere. maybe I'm just being paranoid. But man, I just don't want to get killed by faction guards. Alright, so we need one more plague bearers thing. It's not plague bear, it's plague bear. I see what you did there. Let's heal Sam up in case we run into anything. And then turn these in. Well, we'll just go straight into the cornfield or farm. We'll get some caffeine along the way. I'm not going to aggro that. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? 4300. So how close are we to 45 gold? Oh, less than 10. Let me go ahead and sell some stuff and see how close we actually are. Go ahead and repair. Sell, sell. Oh, that's the other thing. If you join a guild. Oh, wait. Give me that back. The damage is less than. So that's what I need to be careful of. Like, fucking hell, that scared me. Getting guns. Getting gray items that for my weapon, because this weapon that I have now is all I'm going to be able to buy until I'm 60. But anyway, enough of that. Just that stuff. Oh, we got some gray shoulders. How do they look? My DPS is going to go down. Oh, they fit. Kind of. Yeah. It's going to be alright. We'll wear those. Those on. And then we're going to head to... I know I'm going to make that guy mad, but... I got stuff to do, son. I got to get 40 today. A new quest here. I'll report to someone in Western Plaguelands. Can do. Let's go fix this farm though. Wait, we gotta look at this though. Look at this guy. We got our first pair of shoulders at 39. Let's screenshot that. With all these weird little mobs around. Okay. There we go. Alright, enough playing around. Let's get this done. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. So we're going to be done with the pumpkins now. What was that? Oh, it's him fucking around. Okay. 22. What am I doing over here? Rotten corner removed. Rotten apple removed. Oh, these things. Okay. Well, goddamn. Pome. Is it Pomerade or Pomerade? Pomerade. As opposed to a palm fruit? Is it palm fruit? I don't know. Needless to say, I've never had one. No, it's pomegranate. That's what it is. I probably don't need to be discovering these things on stream. Okay, so that's done. This is still streaming, right? Yep, okay. That was a bad time to check that. I don't know why I did that. See, that's exactly how people die. Tabbed out. Pick the fruit and then tabbed out. That's dumb. I'm not paying attention. Alright, we're gonna do some caffeine now. Trying to keep an eye out for rare spawns. I feel like in the Ironman challenge, you're susceptible to like a rare spawn fever. It's just kind of like, oh, I wonder where. Did I not get all the coins? Okay, I got 6 coins. All right. Where you're just kind of looking for where is easy kill. And I don't know why I'm killing it, because whatever it drops, I can't wear anyway. Now the early rares, those are really nice just because most of them drop a 6 or 8 slot bag, which is pretty much, I mean, you can't mount until you're level 20, so the more bag space you have, the better off, and the quicker it is in the long run, ultimately. Oh, he leveled. Alright, there you go, that's done. Zinzin, our Zinkiki is now trained. Please take him back. Oh, no, bring Zinkiki to the top of the hill east of Minderstead. Then use him to summon and kill 7 diseased hawks. Oh boy. Find a Worgen woman in Dondro River, Eastern Pikelands. Okay. There's all your food. And report to Duma at Northridge in Western Pikelands. Okay, so let's go. You know what? Let's keep Ziki because I think he's going to help me. Let's keep him because he might help me kill stuff. So let's go test him out. If he doesn't win, we'll just go do the Zinkiki quest so that he's not in my way. Yeah, he helps, I think. Not much, but he does. Alright, so let's go. He's gonna reset. Yep. So we're gonna head north and help these guys back here. There may be a rare, so I'm just gonna. These guys drop more lucrative loot. Humanoids typically do, and more loot, kind of more cloth loot. There we go. So I think it's more beneficial to kill these guys than run around them. I think I was reading somewhere that there's a 10 challenge, like TIN, as opposed to Ironman challenge, 10-man challenge, where I think it's the same as Ironman, except that you can die. And I may be wrong, so double check that before you willingly die to a mob and think you're going to be qualifying for a different champion, but our challenge. But yeah, so there's a couple different challenges. The other one was bloodthirsty, and I think if I read that right or remember it right, it was you're supposed to kind of just level up purely on killing, and you need to do it. The amount of quests you complete is supposed to be less than 210. That seems really grindy, and I mean, if you like it, you like it, but it seems like that'd be a little slow to watch. Alright, so we'll probably have to turn this in and go kill what we already just killed. I thought this guy was somewhere else. Ah, mount a Hearthglen Mustang. Then use its swining ability to frighten 25 spiders. Okay. What do you need? Alright, so I didn't kill too many foxes, I don't think. But I need to mount a steed here. So, yeah, it's Winnie. So we run up to a spider and do our thing. Okay, so we just run around and hit this. That's nice. Oh, let's not mess with those. Alright. That's enough of that. And then we're going to get off. Knock out these foxes. That is funny. Alright, so I think we're gonna have to, once we kill these two, we'll go across and there should be a larger area. Shaman, so we'll leave those alone. He'll stand back up. Let's see. So one more fox. Hopefully it's, yeah, there's one. Alright. Turn this in. We are halfway to 40, which I didn't think we were going to make our goal after we spent 40 minutes running around trying to find a weapon we couldn't buy anyway. Mount the Herculean Mustang near the whatever, and then use it to send North Ridge spiders. Huh? To the recruits at the. And use its wing ability to send 10 North Ridge spiders to the. Okay. I guess. Alright, so we need to collect stuff and kill stuff all around the no people. So I think we'll do that rather than goofing around with that horse. Shuts you down. So we got, oh, he's still alive. Nope, nope, nope. Let's run from where we just killed them. Not to a new area. Still Hill Sand. Oh, wow. Let's slow down the guy behind him. Heal Sam up. Check behind us. Ooh, someone's hit me with a spell. I didn't silence that. Alright. So heal Sam up again. Like this. Shut down that guy before he even gets started. The other benefit to doing this in the morning is that you're not competing with as many players for loot and for mobs, which I think Blizzard's done a great job in reducing that problem within Warcraft in general. I don't know if it applies too much still to the old world. I don't know why I keep calling this old world, but Azeroth. Because, you know, I think for an MMO in general, if you're going to set up an environment where you're dreading running into another person, it takes away from the game. You know, it's like, oh my goodness, another, you know, players here farming whatever I need, or okay, so that's done. Farming whatever I need, or they're killing the mob I need, or they're collecting the thing I need. And, you know, there's always just a sense of dread when you see another person, because it's not someone you're working with, it's someone you're competing with. And I was supposed to do something here. Oh yeah, it's in Kiki's thing. You know, and I think if you can make the game, and I don't really have too much of a suggestion at this point in time. I'm sure if I thought about it, I could, but suggestions and implementations of them are two different things entirely. But if you could somehow set it up such that if you do run into another person randomly, it's not as a dreadful feeling when you see them. You know, just if you can tag the same mob, which I think I've seen that in Azeroth. that helps. Or, you know, if you have a quest that wants you to pick up 13 items, and for whatever reason there's only 8 in the area and there's 3 people, so the quest is bottleneck and they are competing. Oh shit, I'm supposed to be doing something with this guy. Anyway, less competition between players is a better thing, I think. We're supposed to get on top of the mountain, I believe. Alright, so let's get up there and do whatever we need to do. Just making sure there's no... Ah, there it is, okay. Alright, so, yeah, do your thing. Alright. Do it again, bro. Let's go. Yeah, it's behind me. Ooh. Yeah, clearly Hunter is at advantage on this quest. Which, I'll take what I can get, given the challenge. I think for a first attempt, Hunter's not a bad choice. Or at least it kind of gives you a layout of what you can and can't do, what you should and shouldn't attempt. For example, those Western Plagueland quests when you first come in, I don't know if I want to mess with that as a melee. Well, I'll go ahead and turn in this quest. I don't know why this eye is watering up so bad. Alright. So, are we done? Welcome to... okay. Just gonna follow him, see what he does. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and head north. Oh yeah, we gotta lure the spiders. Was that way over here? Yeah, I guess it was. Alright, so let's go back. We gotta mount a Mustang and then use its ability to herd the spiders. Herd the spiders to North Lumber Village. We're luring them to the oops. The High Lord was generous enough to send some of his recruits to protect us here at the mill. With your horsemanship skills, they're Martial prowess. We can do away with the spider problem easily. Hop back on the Mustang and scare those spiders again, but this time scare them all the way up here to the mill. Okay, so, alright, so we're just rounding them up to be slaughtered. I'm glad I read that, because I was about to round them out and send them south. This guy is level 37. So I'm hoping yeah, he's got the BOA gear, I think, maybe? No. Just leveling normally. Hue glass. Alright, so hopefully this doesn't make me available to kill this, or this guy to kill me, so I'm gonna head over in that direction just to make sure. Yeah, no. Alright, so let's start from the south. If we're going to round them up, start from the south and head north, I guess. This guy just is one of those that fight or flight. I guess he's just kind of gonna stay there. So look at you guys. Get your asses back over there. I could be a spider farmer. How terrifying is that, huh? If that dude kills my spiders. Alright, right over here. There we go. Nice. Okay. Report to High Lord Qyune. Really? Qyune. This is when you were alive. That's that. $40. Boom. We made it, guys. And we got an awesome bestial wrath. So I want to put that there. Nice. So we're going to complete this. And we'll head up north. So I guess we'll, how much, let's go ahead and sell some stuff. Repair, do I have anything I can put on? Nope. Sell. Oh, by the way, you can't use that potion I just sold if I hadn't said that before. That's a no-go. So we're at 49, so I can buy the mount, or the skill. I think what I'll do is get this flight path. Where did we, our Hearthstone's here, so this guy's at 37, so again, the zone I'm in, I'm already at the high end of the bracket. And I really haven't finished the story. Now, granted, I haven't been really involved in the story, but You really can't motivate yourself to get involved in the story if you know you're going to out-level the zone before you're done. So I think if the story would become much more engaging if the mobs scaled to your level. And it may even incentivize a lot of people to actually go back through and do the older content. Scaling the rewards as well would be kind of nice. Alright, we are here. Let's go get the flight path. I did not know they made this little fortress. So I turn that in. Alright, where is a inn-looking building? Something preferably with a mailbox in front. That looks empty. Challenge and defeat 7 trainees. I'll worry about that later. Go in. Oh, it's above us. Alright. So my guy's not resting, so I don't think I can log out easily here. Reconvene with someone in Western Plaguelands. Fine. And then Tyrion Forging. Well, hello. Look at that, he even bowed. Oh, he bowed because he said goodbye. Oh, no, here we go. Kill 10 Red Pine looters. Doesn't seem like there's going to be much RP here, so I want to do is set my Hearthstone here so that I can fly to Ironforge and learn the fast riding, and then just Hearth right back. I should be looking for a gear vendor, just because I gotta buy him out soon. Okay, I am taking way too long. Let's get this done. That looks like an inn. Is there anyone here that does their stone? No? Okay. Alright, well, I guess we'll just hearth back to the other place. For now, let's just fly to Storm. Storm? Oh, we can do Ironforge. Ironforge should have it. I'm gonna land right by him anyway. So we're gonna do that and take a quick break again. Alright. I'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back. We are now landing in Ironforge. We've just to catch everyone up, we've hit level 40. We're learning our fast training, should I say. We might be, actually. Where's the trainer at? Ah, that's so terrible. Do we have to go to... You know what? I think we can work around this. I think if we go to just outside of Ironforge, we can get that training. Oh, otherwise it's Stormwind. So we hit 40 a little bit sooner than I thought we would, despite spending 40 minutes working our way to Booty Bay. I think now we will... Let's take a look at the map. We'll finish up in Western Plaguelands, because we're already on the higher end of the leveling for it. I think the leveling is 35 to 40, so we'll work our way to Eastern Plaguelands and see how far we get there today. And before we do all that, we're going to see if we can find the trainer, which I think is the fight trainer should be pretty close by. Here we go. We've now running at 100% speed. So with that, we'll go ahead and hearth back, turn in a quest, and then continue on with the questing storyline. So we're back in Eastern Plaguelands right now, and we need to fly to Andor. Complete the quest. We'll slay 3 Dreadgar war captains, and then slay 15 death guards. So this looks like we're pushing the Scourge front back a little bit. Knock out this death guard. So hopefully this zone's not going to be as man, sorry for that. It's not going to be as aggressive as far as respawns go, because last time we were here was pretty ridiculous. And we need to figure out where the 3 war captains are. There's one right there. So got a clear path to run if I need to. So we'll heal Sam up, and then we'll send him in. And I do have BCO Wrath, so that'll be nice. And go. So yeah, he's hit Sam pretty hard. Give Sam another heal. And we'll move on to the next captain, which is right there. So that was convenient. So I'm not too excited about pulling this guy because, as opposed to the first one, I could run away on the road, but now I have to kind of keep an eye out for respawns. But I don't have bestial wrath, so we'll send Sam. Oh shit. Wanted to heal Sam, but I slowed the guard down first, so should be alright. Slow him down again just in case I pull aggro, and he's dead, so we're good. Then there's a patrolling war captain. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and slap him down. Give Sam a heal. Turn on bestial wrath whenever it's off cooldown, and here we go. Alright, so now we just need 8 more guards. Also, generally the lower the amount of guards are, that's an airplane by the way. Oh wait. Generally the lower the frequency of guards nearby are a type of mob, the higher the frequency that their respawn will occur. So for example, if you have 3 war captains and 15 guards you have to slay, more than likely your guards are going to respawn at a slower rate since there's more of them. There's another war captain, which I don't need, so I'm not going to mess with. And Sam needs a heal. We'll give Sam one more heal and then we'll send him in. Alright, and go. Alright, so that's 15. Let's go. Give Sam another heal. Turn this one in. Turn this one in. Find out what the Syrian is looking at. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty neat. Or not. I think we have to kill those. Alright, so we need to kill 9 lesser Valkyrie and 20 Forsaken Troopers. Awesome. So let's snipe him out the sky. Oh, I have some support this time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, slow you down. Good grief. I'm gonna go this way because I don't want that whole pack to respawn behind me. think the easiest way to do this is send Sam in first, because I can't really control the guys supporting me. I'll let them fight it out, and then we'll start sniping them off. Give Sam another heal. Oh, I am too close to those guys, so let's move over there. And let's go ahead and use our bestial heal, use bestial wrath, and go. So I'm not sure which one of these guys that was looking at me. Okay. So I can't tell if, I think these were former citizens that the Valkyrie have raised up. And we'll heal again and do this one more time. Slow down that guy. I got 2 on me. Slow him down. Let's see, we need one more pack of people. Ooh, that's not where I wanted to disengage to. But we're alright, so that's 20. Now to focus on the Valkyrie. I think we need 4 more. Loot those guys, and we're off. Alright, so we have one more from the Syrian, or Thessarian. Slay Aradne? Whatever. Slay her atop the tower in the western Anderhall. Oh, fantastic. She has 10,000 health. Let's see if we're going to get any support, because we might not do this. Our last hope of victory lies in defeating the Valkyrie. We've done well up until now, but you're the only one man, and are literally dozens of them bringing destruction on the battlefield. Alright, so we're gonna bring some of the men with us. So this is gonna be a scenario where we send in Sam first again. He's probably gonna detect me before I get close enough to shoot him, so I want to send Sam up with a heal now. Alright, and then we'll do Bestial Wrath. We'll take out all the dire beasts. And I think she's looking at me. Alright, Sam is in trouble, so we'll... Oh man. The things we do for that sweet 10K experience. Alright, so that's done. Report the events of the battle to Anderhall to Commander Valor Fist. Okay. So we'll just fly back and turn that in. And now it's safe to blink. I think my eyes are watering now. Valor Fist. There we go. Next up, we need to go to Hearthclan and then work our way down, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. So I think, like I was saying before, the 10-man challenge is like the Ironman challenge, but within the 10-man, you're allowed to die. You just can't equip any gear higher than white. And I don't know, that might be a good way to get some transmog if you wanted to do a challenge at the same time. So. Alright, so we need to go back. There's a quest down there that we need to pick up. That's some neat looking stuff. I like that. So we need to challenge 7 trainees in Hearthclan. I think that was, where is it? Oh, that's these guys. Alright, simple enough, that's 1. That's 2. 3. 4. And I don't know why I'm counting these out. It's not like the quest updates. And then last one's here. Alright, kill Shadrill within the mine of Hearthclan? Really? There's a mine here? Okay. You can do that. There she is. With 4,000 health. Alright. Let these guys get back to work. I wonder if there is a level 40 armor vendor here. I won't spend too much time looking for him because it's not really valid for anything, but I guess it does increase my armor some. Alright, that's done. And take a quick look in here. And nothing. Okay, so we're going to get back to the quest line then. Sorry. Let's see. We're gonna kill 10 red pine looters. Looters. Feel like there might be a rare spawn in this little cave, or little tower. But I don't see anything named, so kill this guy on the outside first. Try to go in here as systematically as possible. And look at that, Sam is in trouble, so we'll give Sam a minute. So that quest is completed. We are now 41. Oh yeah. Investigate the no hideout along the trail. So is that, where's that at? Oh, it's down south. Okay. So like I said, I don't see anything here, so there's no point in staying. we will start out this pathway. Okay, so we have a named mob here. Ooh, that's good. Glad I saw him. So he has a higher amount of health. We're gonna kill the small one first and follow up after that. Alright, so now we're slowing down this guy. Not even an issue. Okay. So I'll leave here and then turn in that quest down south. Oh, nope. Turn it in here. Now there's a follow-up. Speak with Morris Vamp. And 3 other guys. Okay. Rather than run through these guys, it's just best to kill them that way. You don't run into an issue of aggroing 3 or 4 and then getting dismounted. Turn that in, travel to the farmhouse in Garen's Withering and gather any mementos you can find. Alright, so collection quest, and gotta follow up over here. Again, go to Garen's Withering. So I'm pretty sure on the other side of this farm there's a rare spider. So we're gonna come in from the southwest. Hopefully not aggroing anything along the way. I don't see any rare, so we'll just get right into this. So I know in the DK zone, if you complete a cauldron quest, you can get a something that'll I think it's a potion that'll give you a buff. Anyway, either way, if it's a potion or an elixir, you can't use it for this challenge, so we'll just sell those off before I make a mistake. Alright, so we're completing this, and then bring the filled bottle back. Oh shit, oh shit, shit, shit. So I'm gonna heal up Sam, and use some Bestial Wrath. we're going to work our way toward the memento. Memento? Yeah. I think it's a book. A figure painting, I think. Finger painting. That would make more sense. Let Sam get up to health a little bit, and cinnamon. Oh, okay. So, finger painting, and then the book should be upstairs, maybe? Alright, so that will end that. I could turn in this quest over here just to kind of introduce us into the Eastern Flaglands. And that is a rare spot, so go ahead and take that out. It's a free 1700 experience, and let's see if we can work our way back to the road. Into the woods. We have to find someone and then find another person, so we'll save. Oh, we have a flight path. That might be useful. We'll save those two quests, which are for the Eastern Plaguelands, and we'll come back once we finish. Oh, we could fly over there. That's nice. We'll finish up the Western Plaguelands first. So the next maybe course of action will be to figure out, after we complete the Western Plaguelands, in theory we should be 45, so we would want to work our way back maybe to the Badlands? Yeah, that looks like it. Alright, Western Plaguelands are done. Or Eastern. Just turn in the last few quests here. Kill Instructor Alicia and obtain her cult orders. And I'm missing a quest. Bring Zenkiki to Militia Outpost. Okay, so 2 quests in the same area. So we have to free and heal 4 captive plague bears? Yeah, that's what it looks like. if what we'll do is I'm gonna go somewhere safe real quick. So we're gonna hide out right here. I'll be right back. Alright, so let's see. We're going to find, what's her name over here? Melizia, I think. So we gotta free 4 of these guys, so we'll go ahead and do that now. There's a chance that they might support us. Kind of follow us around and attack. Or not. They'll just sit there. That's cool. Let's see, let's go ahead and at least clear out one side, and then someone's already tagged her. Okay, so we'll just kill stuff until she respawns. So if I read the quest, we're supposed to free them and then heal them. But I don't have Zenkiki with me, who was supposed to do that automatically. Alright, so if I lose them, do I have to go back? I hear from the field. Oh. Okay, they didn't say anything about grabbing him as well. I guess I have to go back and pick him up. That doesn't seem right. So we'll go ahead and sell stuff here, just in case I accidentally click on something to wear. Alright, back in business. Alright, so that dumb troll was supposed to follow us. Alright, there we go. We got him now. So now we'll free the bears. Have this guy heal. And that should wrap that up. That other guy, the horde, should be gone by then, so we don't have to compete with him either. On the off chance there's a rare over here, which is kind of sneak through and see. And then that gives us a little bit of a experience as well. Alright, so we are back in the camp, and let's go ahead and just take care of Instructor Militia. Or is it Militia? Whatever. Well, we're gonna kill it real quick. We're gonna heal Sam up. And done. Take her orders. Go ahead and complete that here. And then kill a bunch of different people. So let's go ahead and free these guys. I guess the oh man, where did Kiki go? Why is he not around? Did he leave without saying anything? What the hell? You can't really say that name and be serious. Like, Zenkiki. Where the hell is Zenkiki at? Where did he go though? Alright. So I want to get him one more time. If he disappears after that, then we're just gonna abandon that quest. Because there's no reason to go back and forth for a quest that's gonna reward how much? 8k experience? The only reason I'm going back is there's an off chance that it may be a prerequisite for the rest of the quest line. Oh, Ghost Gaming. Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention to chat. Sorry about that. Let's see. What is your favorite spec as a hunter? Mine is actually Beastmaster, just for the simplicity of it. I'm fairly simple hunter, so Beastmaster seems to be the way to go. Alright, we're going to talk to him one more time. Mark him this time, like we did last time, and see what exactly happens when he disappears. Because I know he was there killing me when we killed the wolves, but I don't remember him being there when we killed Militia, so we'll run back and see. But yeah, no, the Beastmaster is pretty fun, just for, again, the simplicity of it, but also, you know, if you're maybe a pet collector, they seem to have the greatest ability to tame all the pets, which is more relevant to back when I think it was up to Cataclysm, maybe Cataclysm or Pandaria. Only Beastmaster could tame. Alright, so he's still here. Sorry, I'm gonna abandon that thought so I can focus on this guy for the moment. So, the little orange dot's there. He's helping us out. So let's. Alright, so yeah, let's not run away from him. Maybe that's part of it. So let him almost kill himself here. That's funny. Okay. Come on. There you go. So we got one bear. And it's healed. Okay, so we're all on the same page now. Let's free up this bear. Now, Ghost, what about you? What's your favorite spec? Because I haven't tried the melee spec yet. That one seems like it would be pretty fun, but also fairly difficult for the Ironman challenge. Well, thank you, Nikki. That's nice. Try to be as methodical as possible, because rather than, I don't know, you can't die in this, so I feel like if you're careless, it's that much more detrimental, especially when you factor in, you know, I don't think the Ironman requires too much. I think I've said this before, but I don't think the Ironman requires too much skill overall. It's more a matter of the balance of skill and luck. You know, it's, alright, did you get hit with a bad respawn? Did the avatar mechanic break and put you on top of an elite mob that would one-shot you? Did you get DC'd? Did your WoW crash? Which is essentially the same thing, but it's more, I think it's more luck-based and skill-based. So you kind of have to play a little bit more conservatively to increase your chances of luck, if that makes any sense. So, alright, so we need to work our way into the cave here. And caves are another rough spot for the Ironman, because sometimes they can be a hot spot for DCing or bad respawn timers. Is that a rare? No, it's just a big mob. Especially if you have mobs that tend to run away in fear, that can escalate pretty quick. We'll kill this big guy before it ends our day. He'll see him up, and then so we need to get, oh, hey, Zenkiki's still with us. That's nice. Abandoned us before, right when we needed you, but we need to kill 2 disciples and kill a flesh ripper. No, just a ripper. Flesh cobbled ripper. Though he does make me jump, because every time I see him, I see a troll, and he's running at me, so it kind of freaks me out at first. Right, Alright, so it looks like we need to go the opposite direction. Give Sam another heal here. Alright, so that's one disciple, and then that's two. That should be it. It might be worth exploring just a little bit deeper, just for the off chance of a rare spawn. And our little friend's killing himself again. So I don't see any named mobs. So yeah, we'll just leave these guys to themselves and work our way back out. So what we'll do is run along this river here and make our way back to the road. I think it'd be quicker to take the flight path from Western Plaguelands and fly back into, no, from the Eastern Plaguelands and fly to the Western Plaguelands. Skip some of the running. Head that way. Now's a good chance for me to blink. Not sure if I blinked the whole time I was in that cave. So I think we are on the upper end, yeah. So Western Plaguelands is from 35 to 40, and we're now 41, so hopefully we can wrap this up pretty quick and head to the Western Plaguelands. Alright, so we'll go ahead and turn that in. Turn that one in. We are now honored with this Narian Circle. And then we need to talk to 4 people in Hearthglen. So let's go ahead and head that way. So while I'm flying, I'm going to tab out to YouTube here and see if we can set this up so it's easier for me to engage or see people posting stuff. And see if we can set this up so it's easier for me to engage or see people posting stuff. And see if we can set this up so it's easier for me to engage or see people posting stuff. And see if we can set this up. Okay, so it's in a permanent loop. Let's engage or see people posting stuff. Go back. Okay. Alright, we're back in business. Let's talk to 4 guys here. Yep. Talk to you. So I think I'm getting to the level, maybe when I finish Western Plaguelands, I can go buy that, I think it's called the BKP gun. It's the only, or it's the highest level white gun, white quality gun that you can buy without having to go to Outlands, which is has a requirement of level 60. But the bad thing is that it's speak with Mage's Bisp atop the Mage Tower. The bad thing about it is that it's in a zone, I think the Badlands, which is from 44 to 48 or something like that. And so I just don't want to kill myself trying to get a gun to make my life a little bit easier. Especially when you consider the fact hunters kind of have the easy way out with the Ironman challenge so far. From what I've seen, this is my first character, so we'll see. I might be speaking way too soon. And we'll speak to the mage. Oh shit. Alright, let's not do that. Silence him. I did not expect that. Maybe if I was reading the quest I would, but let's see, report to the Qyune Fordring. Okay, let's do that. So I think what we'll do is we'll run to about 10 o'clock server time and call it for the day. If you are watching and you're interested in coming back, I usually do this early in the AM. So let's say around 7 Eastern Standard Time. So whatever that translates to from wherever you're watching from. Alright, that's done. And then I'll do it for maybe 1 to 3 hours. Today's going a little bit longer just because we've been progressing so well. I think we've been streaming for about 3.5 hours now, so that's not too bad. And we've gone from 36 to 41, so a pretty good morning so far. Had a little bit of scare with the entries into Eastern Plaguelands, but we're doing alright. And I am, and thank you Terry for subscribing. That was nice. I lost my train of thought here. Let's see, where do I need to go? We're going to go to the Western Plaguelands, and I think we're going to start with the cave. I don't know, we got about 12 minutes, so yeah, let's do it. I'll go ahead and get to 42. But yeah, as I was saying, I usually stream for 1 to, thank you Keithy, 1 to 3 hours, sometimes a little more, just to on a daily basis. So I should be back here tomorrow around, like I said, 7 Eastern time, and I'll put all this in the description. There's no point in trying to talk about it for 30 minutes. Alright, so we have to choose between going into the caves up here and saving this guy down here. So I think that cave, if we go into it, it's going to introduce us into a more aggressive spot. Maybe I should go south instead. Yeah, it's closer too, so yeah, maybe we'll do the south. But then again, there's a rare spot, so let's take it out. Let's go north. I think there's a rare spot near the cave, so we'll go ahead and see if we can kill that. That cave is pretty rough. I've died there a lot of times. before, so hopefully, and that was just questing a normal gear, so hopefully we should be alright this time. So navigate our way through here. We're going to go ahead and heal Sam up because we're getting back into mobs that are our level, so they're going to hit both me and Sam here pretty hard. And I know it's a little bit slower to dismount and mount right back up every time you come across a mob, but like I said, these are my levels, so last thing I want to do is gather 3 up and kill myself just trying to save a few seconds. So we're gonna hopefully see a rare spawn up here. But we are getting into the late morning, so the likelihood that it's still up is pretty low. We'll go ahead and kill these guys off. Heal Sam up and take a look inside this. Okay. Keithy says, I stream my progression on Ironman on a private server, vanilla style. So is the server vanilla server? Like, does it require a lot more XP to level, or what's the difference? I've never played on a private server, so that's what I'm asking. Alright, so we need to obtain 8 vials of crypt bile. That's lovely. So we're going to do this as methodical as possible. First pull pulls 2 mobs. Alright, so we're going to do it's progressive Wrath server. Just progressed to TBC, so in 2 years it'll be Wrath. Oh, okay, so they're progressing it in increments then. Now, is it more difficult as it is now? Because I don't know when they made the XP changes to those in the previous expansions. I want to say it was in Wrath, but I don't remember now. Alright, so normally a cave like this isn't this empty, so respawns are kind of a big concern right now, and so is DCing, because for whatever reason, yep, there he is. Well, hello, Smoke Heart. For whatever reason, I tend to be more prone to DCing in a cave as opposed to anything else. So, all right, let's. XP change was in Kata. Yeah, that sounds right, because I think that's when I stopped leveling tunes, and for whatever reason, I think Kata. I'm trying to think now if yeah, that's right, because Kata was the one that kind of reforged the world, so that makes sense now. And I need to heal Sam and stop goofing around. So that is 6 vials here. What I will do, so like I said, I'm not familiar with private servers. When they did the changes, is it all the changes? Like, is it Legion style, what would you call this, character development, you know, where you get your certain spells at certain levels? Or is it just kind of the environment changes on its own? Because I know there's a huge difference between doing the Ironman challenge. Ooh, I need to heal Sam. Between doing the Ironman challenge when completely got distracted here. When they were back in the day, I think it was 42. Here we go. Nice. We'll close that so I don't click it. Alright, so the thought I was trying to get out is that, so I want to say the spec changes, where you get the different spells at different levels for different classes. I think that all happened maybe in Cataclysm as well, actually. Okay, yep. The Wrath was talent tree. Okay. That makes sense. So what's the advantage of playing on a private server other than the cost? Which I'm assuming is free. I don't actually know. I just assumed that. Alright, so we need 9 more of those. I'm gonna check this house because I feel like the rare spawn is supposed to be in this house, but I can't remember now. Okay, so I have someone competing with, and I think that's one of WoW's greatest changes is, you know, previously, or in Legion, you can sit there and mine the same node and pick up the same herb, and you don't have to worry about someone taking your quest item, which is a massive bottleneck. But I wish they would do that for the Azeroth as well. Yeah, when WoW was better, and alright, so when Wrath, WoW was better, and the and free. Retail's community died, and no more asking for groups, so no communication. Yeah, yeah, I think the mob tagging, if they make it where it's not faction based, I think that would help it a lot, because unless they're waiting for a threat where faction no longer matters, in my opinion, at the time, if it was, you know, if you're in Legion, or if you're fighting the Legion, that's supposed to be the ultimate enemy, and you know, it shouldn't really matter what your faction is. It just, all demons need to die kind of mentality. But now that we're starting to look at Titans, and maybe the mention of Void Lords is starting to happen, maybe they're saving it for that, I don't know. But yeah, I do think the mob tagging, or the shared mob tagging, is one of the best changes in Legion, because it changes the player dynamic from completely resenting seeing other players to, you know, okay, yeah, I'll help, and also sharing the reward. Before then, you know, you were kind of hating seeing other players farm your herbs, your quest items, killing mobs and whatnot. So yeah, I do agree. I think that was one of the single best changes for Legion. The server I play on is cross-faction, so Horde and Alliance work together. Oh, that's nice. Now, can you guys raid together, or is it just working together in the same sense as Legion? And where am I supposed to turn this in? Back this way, okay. I think the quest turn-in is under that Fiona's caravan. Oh wow, they raid together. Well, that's nice. That does make things. Yeah, that's a huge benefit. Pally buffs for the horde side. I forgot, when did they introduced that in paladins to the horde side on, what was it, Burning Crusade? Let's see. Greasing the wheel, turn that in. And let's see. Okay, we'll just complete the quest. So we'll go ahead and sell this stuff off. That's right, Burning Crusade and the Octopus Shaman. Yes. Wrong mount. So we will repair all this. Get rid of this stuff before I accidentally click on it and equip it. And I think since it is 10 o'clock server time, we'll go ahead and call it here. I'm gonna log out on the bridge just to be as safe as possible. But no, thank you guys for watching. As I was saying earlier, I'll go ahead and add it to the description so that it makes more sense or it's easier to read. But normally I do this every morning, or I'm going to try to for July, and see how far we can get through the Ironman challenge. Normally I start 7 Eastern time, so I don't know how that translates to wherever you guys are at, but yeah, I'll usually stream for maybe 1 to 3 hours. It just depends on the progress and how things are going, but yeah, that's it. So if you like it, feel free to like it. If you don't, let me know what I could improve on, if there's anything that's coming through difficultly for you. Oh, UK. Oh, nice. So it's what? It's afternoon there for you? Should be afternoon, right? I think maybe the middle of the day. Ah, 3 p.m. Okay. Yep. So yeah, that makes sense. Because I think it's probably closing in on midnight in Australia. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. And nice meeting you, Keithy, and I don't think I can see the rest who are watching. So I will see you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.